Hey everybody, it's me, Shauna. Today we are going to talk about men. Okay, yes, men. I'm sitting here talking to a guy. Not gonna disclose I'm not gonna mention his name or nothing like that. Um, we talk or whatever, and believe me, there is no relationship in the future with this guy or anything like that. We was talking and he likes to make little crack jokes every now and then. He likes to say, I bet you I can handle you and all this, he's talking about stuff behind closed doors. Okay. And I'm like, dude, no, fuck that. I was like, dude, that's nasty. I don't want to catch anything. And he's like, I don't have anything. And I was like, dude, you don't fucking take a shower. Okay. If you do not take a fucking shower every single day and wash that little dingaling or whatever the fuck you want to call it, Mr. Smallwood down there, then when you go have sex with a girl, you can easily give her a UTI because your little Smallwood whippersnapper down there is dirty and she's going to get a UTI. Fucking A. You know what he said? Oh, my whippersnapper down there, it ain't dirty at all because I change underwear. Oh my god. I was like, has anybody ever fucking taught you anything? I was like, dude, it's like you can change underwear all you want, but your whippersnapper is going to stink and it's going to be dirty, okay? You got to get in the shower and take a bar of soap to that thing and clean it. God. And then he's like, then he texts me back. He was like, "Man, you're so picky." Well, fuck yeah. I mean, common sense people. I'm not laying up with a nasty ass dude that fucking stinks like body odor. That all he does is change clothes and change underwear and is too damn lazy to get in there and take a bar of soap between the crack of his little ass and clean it. I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm a clean person, okay? Like I told y'all in my previous videos, I may be a fat chick, okay? Hell to the yeah, I meant that. I'm proud of being big. But you know what? I shower. Fuck yeah. I shower. I smell good. I don't stink. There's no sense in a person like him being that stupid and only showers every once in a great while, but the days that he don't shower, he change underwear. Oh, my whippersnapper is clean. It's never dirty because I change underwear. I swear to God. People like that needs to go to a class and sign up for how to take care of yourself and hygiene wise. I am serious because people nowadays are just filthy and gross. I tell you what, man, I don't see how anybody, when they stink and shit, and you know how filthy and nasty they look and how they live, how do they keep from getting sick? How do they keep from getting a virus? So I'm going to tell you what, man, I don't know where the fuck I caught it from, because I know I caught it from somebody, because, me and my dad were always going out in stores and stuff. Well, a year ago, oh God, a year ago, right? I woke up and I was feeling, woozy or whatever, and my stomach was messed up and I had diarrhea real bad. So I was like, okay, whatever. This is just a thing. It's going to be over in 24 hours. Oh, hell no. That shit went on and on and on. Stomach's cramping. My damn belly was bloating up, with a lot of gas on it. So I went over there to the ER and I went to the ER like, fuck, like 7 or 8 times to get to the bottom of this shit. So like I went to the ER the first time. The first doctor said, "Oh, it's just a stomach virus. Just go home, have you some chicken broth, keep fluids down on your rest. It'll pass." Cool. I was like, okay, cool. So like I bought Gatorade and some chicken broth and all that. Some stuff that you can eat. Well, oh, this shit went on and on like fucking 2 to 3 weeks. So I went back to the ER, and they was like, they was like, well, we're gonna, like, after having it for like 3 weeks to a month, I went back up there and they do the stool sample. They said, okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, so I was like, okay, whatever. So like I did all the testing they wanted me to do, and I gave it back to them. And they said, well, I called them back. Been like a week, 2 weeks. I said, what is it? What do I have? They said, you don't have no parasite. You don't have no infection. So whatever. So I was like, what the hell do I have? Why am I so sick? I mean, I was like, when I first got it, the first night I was either hot or cold. I was chilled. I was shaking real bad. Then as it was getting worse, I felt weak. Um, like anything that I eat or drink, it went straight through me. I couldn't keep nothing down. I wasn't throwing up or nothing. It was just the stomach thing. And I was so uncomfortable, stomach cramps. I mean, it was so bad. Finally, after 2 months of smearing with people and smearing with this shit, they said, we're going to test you for C. diff. C/DIFF. You guys look it up, because I'm gonna tell you that's some serious shit. And I don't even want my worst enemies having this shit. So finally, they did that. I said, what do I have? So like they got me back and they said, you got C. diff. Hooray! Finally, they know what's wrong with me. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get some medication. I'm gonna take it. I'll be back to my old self in no time. So I went and got some medication. I went and got me some medication. Hang on, you guys. Somebody's texting me while I'm recording. I'm back. Damn, I put that some bitch on silent. So, I'm not going to plug it in, let it charge. So, anyways, like they gave me all this medication. I was like, cool, I'm going to start taking it. Well, oh, God, I felt so fucking bad. I mean, I'm like fucking sweating. I was so fucking weak. I wasn't that bad weak, but I could tell that, I can only do a little bit at a time. Like I know when I had the C. diff and I was on medication, I know my sister came out and they had a little petting zoo close by, and it was real nice back in the April of last year. And I went with her and my little 4-year-old nephew, and I could tell just walking a little bit out there and everything, I could tell that my body was ready to shut down. That stuff really got to me, even with the medication. So we finally went to McDonald's, got something to eat. But anyways, I smeared with that shit and smeared with that shit for 6 fucking months. I took my medication. It was the medication was like a week of medication. I took all that, went back. They tested me. Let's see. The first time they tested me to see if I had C. diff, I did have it. So with the medication, every time I got done with it, they tested me 3 times. After each time that I had C. diff, I had it. So they kept on telling me, you still have it, you still have it. I said, what the fuck? So finally, I finally got rid of this medication that they gave me. I don't know what the deal was, but all I know is I went up to Tulsa to a stomach specialist or whatever, and I guess it's called a stomach specialist. I don't know, but it was my first time going, so I went up there and saw him. I was off of medication for a good 2 weeks, and I could tell, even though my doctor told me that I had C. diff, after she tested me the third time, being off of medication for 2 weeks because I was waiting on my referral to the specialist doctor up there in Tulsa. Being off of medication off of 2 weeks, I could tell that my body was trying to get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? So when I went up there and saw him, he was like, he told me, he was like, because after being on medication for 6 months, I didn't have the symptoms anymore. I didn't have the stomach cramps. It was like I was a normal person, but I just had the shits. That was it. So like I went and saw him, and he was like, you know what? We're not going to mess with this no more. We're not going to test you no more. So you just go home, do what you got to do, because I could tell you right now, you ain't got it. And I was like, even though she tested me prior to my visit, and it says I still have it. He goes, you don't have it. He goes, I don't know. So I came home and everything. So it took about, I went up there and saw him in May or whatever. And it was just like, after I went and saw him, I noticed it took my stomach to actually get straightened out, like actually 2 to 3 months after that. Until this day, I will tell you, till this day, having all that medication crammed down my throat and everything when I had C. diff, till this day, my stomach is still not quite normal. It's not like it used to be. I used to be able to go out there and drink the caramel frappes and stuff from McDonald's. I have to watch what I eat. I have to watch certain things I can eat, and I have to watch about drinking a lot of that, going to McDonald's and getting that caramel frappe and stuff, because it will run straight through me. My body, it's not allowing it. Something's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's just switched everything around. So it messed me up pretty bad, with the medication and stuff, and I have a lot of excess gas. I mean, constantly. I mean, it's just the after effects. But yeah, you guys can look that up. That C. diff. I've never heard that in my life until I got attracted to it. And that doctor that saw me, he was so fucking surprised seeing how healthy I was and everything. Because like he told me, most people that has C. diff ends up in the damn hospital. And sometimes they die from it, because I even done research on C. diff because I've never heard of it before. So yeah, I'm very proud of myself. It's been a year since I've had C. diff, and I'm very glad of myself that I'm a C. diff survivor. I wouldn't want this on nobody. I wouldn't, because once you get it, you get it, and it's so freaking hard. It's so freaking hard to get rid of, and you feel sick, you feel weak. You just, all you want to do is just lay around, not do nothing. And you just want to rest. So, oh, check this out. There's this internet provider that I contacted, and they have wireless internet for us out here because we live out here on a rural route road out here in the boondocks, and they can give us wireless internet. They put an outside antenna, everything for the same. Because right now I have DSL internet that I'm paying $45.20 for, but I can get wireless to the other company for the same price. Everything's wireless. All I have to do is put up the installation fee, which is $150, and after that, boom, $45 a month. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm getting this summer. Hell yeah. I hate this DSL bullshit. My computer's like hooked up to cords and shit. Can't take it nowhere unless, you can't go anywhere in this house to use the internet. It's got to stay right here in this one spot, connected to this DSL box and shit. So I'll be so glad when I get wireless. I could take this shit anywhere where I want to go. Be comfortable instead of being in one spot. So, anyways, I'm going to get off here. Subscribe. Mwah. Love ya.